Reading from our textbook, Something You Forgot Along the Way, Stories of Wisdom and Learning. And today's story is number 5, page 12. Counseling the Wayward Student, One Professor's Wise Approach. A certain college professor was loved like a father by his students. One day he invited a student who had been leading an irregular life to his house and spoke to him as follows. These days, do you ever call your parents or write to them? Sometimes. How many times a month? Once or twice. Very good. What kind of things do you tell them? I call them when I need money, came the shamefaced answer. Nothing wrong with that. When you're short of money, it's better to rely on your parents than to borrow from friends. Is that all you tell them in your letters and phone calls, that you need cash? Yes, said the student, squirming. The professor sat up straight, a deep light shining in his eyes. Here's why I called you over today. I want you to write to your parents once a week from now on. Tell them anything, that you got up early, that you had cereal for breakfast, or pizza for lunch, or Chinese takeout for dinner. Any little thing will do, but tell them all about it, will you? The student had such respect for the professor that he did as told without stopping to think about the underlying meaning of the request. His parents, having never heard anything from their son but pleas for money, had been worried about him. Now they could relax and they were overjoyed. They in turn began to write to him and call from time to time with news about home, and now and then they would send him treats. The student had been partying hard, but because he couldn't always lie about his behavior, he slowly changed. Once he understood how much his parents cared about him, he began to study harder. In this way, a student with a bad reputation settled down and began to lead a simple, wholesome life, all because of the professor's wise tactic. Okay, so this is another heartwarming story that teaches us the importance of having good conditions in our lives. So the student, in that age, like in our 20s, many of us led an irregular life, kind of like getting up whatever time, going to bed whatever time. In Buddhism, that's not a very good cause. Better cause is to make life more and more regular, like you have a regular schedule. So go to bed same time, get up same time. That brings stability to the mind and the body. So it's very good. But, in the 20s, people are kind of, because the body or our health usually is very good, we don't think about the consequences. So we just, want to maximize our pleasure. And then we get carried away by friends who might not be the best conditions for us. And then, we end up having irregular life. But this professor became a very good condition for this young student. And also because he had a lot of compassion and concern for the student's well-being. So he called the student and, tried to encourage the student to do something good that brings him good results. Yeah, especially in our 20s, we are kind of oblivious to the type of gratitude that we have been blessed with or receiving. It's a very good start to kind of lead a spiritual life by recognizing what kind of debt of gratitude we have, especially to our parents. So in this case, just writing to them once or twice, and little by little, the student realized he couldn't lie all the time. So that's the thing. He had to improve his conduct and study harder. And by writing to his parents, parents got more peace of mind too about how their son is doing in college. They sent him treats. So it started this kind of flow of good energy, goodwill, going back and forth, circulating. And a lot of good things started to happen, all because of the professor's wise tactic. So this is also another lesson of how to practice the paramita of wisdom, the sixth paramita. And so we can all become such a good or wise condition in the lives of our loved ones too. The more we go forward on our spiritual journey, the more we can practice in this way. So good job everyone for being here. Today is Tuesday. We have advanced group session at 7 a.m. and have a beautiful Tuesday. Bye-bye.